Good morning, Create teachers. I wanted to show you all of the things that you could create on Classroom, assignments, quizzes, things like that. So first we're going to go to our sample class. You can see I have all of these things assigned. Luckily Tad has done most of them. So anyway, if I go to classwork, that's where you create things from. I have an entire video designated on how to do assignments. I'm going to show you the quiz assessment, questions, materials, reuse post. So I'm going to go ahead and start with reuse post because I quite like that one. If I click on reuse post, then I get to here I can find out this is from Critical Thinking 8, The Modern World. If I don't want it from there, I go back to all classes right here. Then I can just pick which class I want. So let's say I wish to reuse a post from year 7. So I click on that one. Here are all the most recent things I have. So if you can see, these are assignments. They've got the little clipboard. These little tabs here are materials. So if I reuse an assignment, it will be an assignment. If I reuse a material, it will be a material. You cannot change between one and the other. They must stay either an assignment or a material. So let's say I want him to go ahead and do a material. I'm going to give him this lower class one. Go ahead and reuse that post. Okay, it comes up again. Here's where you cannot change. That's the one thing I wish they would do, is allow us to change, but they don't. So there's a material. This is the title. This is what they do. So it's going to go to my sample class, all students, and the same topic, but I could change topics if I wanted to. You would just click it out and write in the correct topic. So then I post it. So that's how I've reused it. So here's Renaissance here. Again, I can always, if I really didn't like it here, I could rename the topic here. Okay. So the next thing I want to show you is how you know how to do a material. I've showed you that before. You click on material, you write it in. Thing about material, it doesn't check that kids are done or not done. So material is what I use for all of my information that I just give about test information. So I don't. Okay, so quiz assignment and question. Those are the two new ones that got me wondering what are those. So here's a question. So you can either do a short answer question or a multiple choice question. So it is one question that you ask the kids. This is just a quick, you can use this as a just a review at the end of the class to see if they got the most important information. You could use it as a class starter, a warm up. So let's ask a question. How do you use, I'm sorry, my brain is not working yet. How do you use Classroom? Okay, I'm not really sure what I'm asking for that because that's a very vague question, but students will please give me your favorite part of Classroom and explain why. So for example, because that's still very topics, for example, topics, chats, assignments, there you go. So let's go ahead, we don't have anything to add, and let's make that due date today's due date or tomorrow's due date, and give it a topic of classwork. I'm going to go ahead and ask that. So one of the exciting things that I can do this is now we can go over and look and see what Tad is seeing. Let's go into his sample class, his classwork, and here's the quiz. So you can see right here it's a little quiz. I'm going to click on it. I'm going to view the question. Here's my answer right here. I do not like Classroom, but my mommy makes me use it. Use it. I am able to see all of my history notes. There you go. So you can turn that in. So I'm guessing that if it would have been a multiple choice, here would have been your information right here. So turn that in. So actually another way that could be used really nice is if you have a reading and want someone to do a reading summary. So you could use that as a question. You could attach a reading thing here and then go ahead and have them do a summary. But it is just one question. So it's just either a one multiple choice question or just one short answer question. So let's take a pop over and take a look at what it looks like on my side now that he has done it. View question. Oh, and there's Tad's answer. So reply. Oh, sorry, dear. I find it easier. So I can reply straight to him. But then I can see, and so I can reply, okay, well, at least he was honest, so go ahead and give him all done. Maybe this would be a better one to put as ungraded. Can you update that? Let's see. Yeah, so it's updated. Go ahead and return it to him. Now he can see that I have graded his work as well. So go back there. I'm back into Tad. Sorry, I clicked through and didn't tell you what I was doing. Back to class, back to Tad, so we can go here, see, and here's my reply to him. You can see his classmates' answers. That's interesting. So you can look and see what everyone else got, but you can't see that if you noticed, and maybe you didn't notice, when he did the answer and submitted it, it did not have see classmates' answer. So it's not until he submitted his thing that he could see his classmate. So let's go back and review. Under classwork, create, that was the question. It gave you either one multiple choice question or it gave you a short answer. So now quiz assignment is nice. It is in forms. Now please note here is a blank form. I can click on it and now I can create a Google Forms. Now what makes this really cool is when it here is assigned, it's going to link it to each of the students on here, and that way you don't have to put the first one, what is your name. When you do a normal Google Forms and you need to know who the students are, if you do not ask them to write their name on the first question or the last question or wherever you put the question, if you don't have them write their name, then you will not know who it belongs to. But this is going to be linked to the student's email address, so you'll be able to see it. So if you don't know how to do a quiz form, I do have another video about how to create a quiz. I'm just going to really quickly create one so we can just see what it looks like. So test, we'll make it a multiple choice, keep it a multiple choice. Option 1, hi, add another option. Bye. Okay, pull up another one. What are you doing today? We can have this be a short answer. Again, if you don't know how to do these, go ahead and just take a look on another one of my things. So it is saved. All changes are saved in Drive. So let's go ahead and give it a name. Test quiz. and test quiz. Trying out Google Classroom questions. Okay, it's saving it. There you go. Let's see what happens. Still says blank form. So, fill out this form. Haven't given it a title. It won't let you assign something if it doesn't have a title. So let's give it an ungraded in classwork and assign it. Let's see what happens. Okay, going over here, opening TADS up, going to his classwork. There it is. Nope, that's a different test. Test form. Just took them a while to come up. These are light and this is dark. Let's see, is it signed? Did he do this? Did he get it turned in? Sorry guys, I'm getting distracted. He hasn't turned it in yet. And now it's gone light. Look at that. That is something I've never noticed. So when they go in the light, the shadowed, means they haven't opened it or done what it said, and the dark is the new stuff. I just learned that. So, test form. Click on that. View his assignment. It says test quiz, and here it is. Test. Goodbye. What are you doing today? I'm doing my combined science, past paper. Although I think he did them all yesterday. Send me a copy of my response. He doesn't. You can click that or not. That's their choice. But this is going to be indicated that it comes from TAD. So let's submit that. I'm not sure how these test points get assigned, so I'll have to explore that maybe and let you know. So here we go. He's turned it in there, submitted there, test form. He can mark this as done. It's turned in, but no work is attached, but that is there. So let's go back to me. Take a look. Here's test form. Here's the assignment. He's turned it in. Guess I've got to go into here. Nope, that didn't work either. Responses. There's Tad's response. He said goodbye. And it's past paper, and so I can look at the individual responses. So that's how you know which child. So here is his email, and here is his individual response. He said goodbye in the CSS past paper. Here's the questions itself. Here's the summary. So the individual responses is where you're going to get each student's response and what they got. There is no scores assigned, so that's why he didn't get assigned. So you have to we'll look into that later on quizzes or on Google Forms. So that is, I think, everything. Let me take a look. Classwork. Create. Assignments is another video. That was a quiz assignment I just showed you. So that's using the Google Forms. There's a question. That was that multiple choice or the short answer. Material is just if you don't want them to have to check that it's done and you just want to give them information. And then the reuse posts. and that's just to add a different topic, but I just add the topic always once I've created something. Okay, one more thing I'd like to show you. In your drive, you will have a classroom folder. If you created a drive a long time ago and you hit that classroom folder, you just can search for it. If you've just created classroom classes, there you'll have that classroom folder. If you click on it, those are all your classes. So here's my sample classes, and here are my 2 quizzes that I have given. This was before Without You. I tried it out, and actually the Ulysses quiz is the one Without You that I tried it out, and this is the other quiz. So, and then here are all the assignments. So actually I want to go ahead and go into one of my actual active classes. I can't find one of my actual, here's year 7. That is not year 7. Looks like the names kind of change on these as I have changed. I have grown the classes. So let's see. Geotech, Social Pyramid, and here's the information and things that have been turned in. So that's actually really what I wanted to show you. When work is being turned in, no work is ever turned in on our tech videos, but when you have kids turn in work, this is where you will find it. 8 Modern History, Roaring Twenties. There's the radio. Oh, by Ariana. I think Ariana and Dee worked on that together. The debate. Nothing turned in there. So if you have kids turn in information, oh look, here's Josie. Complete the mind map on the Korean War. Oh, nice and old stuff. Anyway, so if the point of that is, if kids turn something in and you don't wish to go through Classroom, you can go through your drive and look at the information here. This is where it's all collected. Okay, I hope that's helped you. If you have any questions, please ask me. If I made something unclear or something was unclear, please ask me and I will clarify it. Or if you need me to make another video on anything else, please let me know. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye.